Hello, everyone. Welcome to another great podcast. This is Rami, your host, and we're going to chat with Andrew Devlin. He's the CEO and founder of PitchHub. It's a great company. He's been in the video production and all these great things for many years. Over the 15 years, Andrew. Is that right? More than 15 years?
Yeah, it's usually after 15 you stop saying, you just say over 15 years.
Yeah, over the 15 years. That shows that how old we are, but don't worry about that. But there's a lot of great, exciting things that's happened with Andrew. We talked about it yesterday, and I know he's very busy, and I told him, Andrew, you want to get on the podcast? Let's tell the whole world what's going on, because it's really life-changing what you guys are trying to do, and for a lot of entrepreneurs like us out there. And we are very happy that you guys you actually start providing that service. You're gonna explain that more, but first of all, tell me, why did you decide to be a freaking entrepreneur, man? Why did you do that?
Oh man, it was when you have those ideas and you think, I just can't not do it. Like, I never thought, if you had told me 5-6 years ago that I was going to be an entrepreneur, going to start my own business, everybody thought I was crazy because, I always have great ideas. But then I had this one idea and I really, really, really wanted to do it. And, when you can't sleep at night, you're just going, oh man, I just need to do it. So it's something that, I did and kind of pulled the trigger on and then, I'm so happy that I did it. I've grown and learned so much over 4.5 years. It's been crazy.
How's been the journey for you? I know we all have downtimes too, and ups and downs, but how is the whole journey so far, especially after COVID?
It was, it's been, it's not for the faint of heart. It's a really, really, really hard thing to do. The journey's been up and down. Yeah, it's been up and down. Like, so many times have we been close to just running out of money going, we need this contract, we need this sale, next week, or what are we going to do? We don't have any money. So it's just been up and down, but then, then there's the big deals that have happened and, it's been up and down. But, I think there's a couple things that, as an entrepreneur, you really got to consider, and that is the relationships that you have at home. And with your friends that you really have to consider. And so I didn't consider a lot of those, and I've been learning along the way how hard it's been on my family and my personal life because your minimum's 80-90 hours a week. It's crazy. And so it's but with the pandemic, the whole market shifted to video. We have a video platform, and
it's amazing
to introduce it to you. But you have this video platform, and the whole world just turned to video, and so you just feel that there was an immense amount of activity that you're going to get helping people get online with video, which is basically what we do.
In right now, be honest with you, most of the stuff that we do at the company too is. Most of them are video, and video is so important right now. And it's like look at Zoom or other platforms or Riverside. There's so many other companies out there. They're doing a fantastic job. But I think from after the COVID to whatever years in the forward, we're all gonna use video more often. Like people consume a lot of videos in different channels, and we don't and people, they don't have that much time either to watch or listen, but the videos gets shorter and more to the point right now. But your platform, can you explain it to the listeners, that PitchHub? What is all about the PitchHub? Because you can explain it better than me.
We so our is a video platform as a service. So it's a vast platform, and it consists of a script dashboard, teleprompter studio, and then we also have a editor or workflow or an editing service attached to it. Because what we found was a lot of people could create the videos, but then they'd need the videos edited and professionally produced. And so, that's basically the platform. So you can come on to PitchHub You can write a script. Anybody who gets on video and does a clear and concise video really needs some type of teleprompter. So we built everything right into the browser so you can write your script, click a button, teleprompter shows up, and then you can record your video, go, stay in sync with what exactly you're trying to say, and then record your video. Maybe do it a couple of times, right, to get familiar with the video that you're recording. And then right after that, you can take the video, edit the script. So based on how you want the videos edited, you can right there within the dashboard, edit the script, and that tells the editor how you want your videos edited. Also, if you have a script, it makes it a lot easier for everyone to create captions. So, I think most people are starting to figure this out, but
Yeah.
especially on social media, 85% of the people who are watching your videos are watching it with the sound off. And so if you don't have any type of captions on those videos, you're basically, all you're seeing is a mouth going. And
And your platform creates the captions?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think most people do now, because we use a combination of speech to text, and we also use the script, because that's really the master script, right? That's our master caption, excuse me. And so, we pretty, like, as a default, when we edit people's videos, we default to putting captions on their videos right away. So
Basically, I can basically use your platform and record my video and use my video in any email marketing embedded in my email, and get it scripted, put it in there and get it right, and just deploy it to any platform I want. And I can actually, because you said you are kind of in talking to the Zoom, that you are trying to implement in the Zoom calls or Zoom video calls. And if that happens, basically we can, have the script, while we're talking with a person, and I can actually proficient read it or do a presentation.
yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because that's the big release that's coming out soon.
Wow,
Is
that's
that
amazing.
we're putting a app in the Zoom marketplace. We're getting it approved right now. But basically, what people have been asking us for, and what we're hearing people say, is like, I want to be able to record videos on Zoom. That's one feature, right? So I can pull up the teleprompter, nobody sees it. It could be like, say, I wanted to record a video right now, I could have the teleprompter right by the video, or sorry, right beside the camera. So you can go through your script, try to explain what you're doing, record your video right on Zoom as a recording feature. If you're in a meeting, you might have several points that you want to hit in your meeting, and you can have the teleprompter right there. Your audience is not seeing it, right? They don't see the teleprompter there, but you're able to stay clear and concise with your message, either word for word or the points that you want to hit for each slide, or whatever you're getting through in your meeting. And then also for live webinars, that's a big key for that. Is we had been asked to do this because people were saying, like, I've got 1,000 people on a webinar and I'm presenting.
Wow.
Help me, like, I want to,
Yeah.
might lose my train of thought, but if I have something there as kind of like a coach and a guide to get me through that webinar, that's really, really valuable for me. So that's the main feature that's coming out. Within
When you expect it to go out actually live and people actually they can go and use it?
I'm hoping like week or two. It depends on the security view and the development cycle that Zoom has in their marketplace, but I'm hoping that we can get that out in the next couple of weeks, and it will be relatively limited as far as the teleprompter, because what we have on PitchHub.com and what we'll deliver to Zoom will be different, because we want to make sure that we make sure that all the people who want to use it, they may say, I really need this, or I really need that. So then we can develop and add on to because it's a free version, the first release. So we really want to learn to get feedback from everybody first.
Free version for the Zoom. app, right?
Free
Okay.
version for the Zoom. Yeah, if you went and used PitchHub today, I know your team uses it,
Yeah.
but for the platform, for recording, for scripting, for the dashboard, everything, it's $19 a month. So
Oh wow.
it's
My
not
God.
expensive. It's not expensive.
That's amazing. And what is the price is going to be? Do you guys discuss that for the Zoom? Because I know a lot of listeners, or they're going to say that, hey, I'm already paying for Zoom. I don't want to pay another expensive app that I can use with collaboration with
I
Zoom.
think I
What do
think
you structure the price?
I think it's going to be about $5 a month.
Are you serious?
That's it.
$5 a month?
Is that
I
is
just
that too
bought a
much?
no, I just bought a tall latte with a pump of vanilla and one Splenda for 475, man. Come on.
Okay.
Five
So
bucks,
then, yeah. So
that's
we're priced
amazing.
right then.
I'm not just saying that because I know you, but I'm just saying as far as the entrepreneur's perspective and other people out there that if I pay the $5 and then I'm gonna get more confident to read something that makes me better as a presenter, and why not? But sometimes money is just it's not it's another thing. But
Yeah.
for this is you guys your price is amazing.
Yeah, I think it's got great value. You know, the other things that we want to build into the platform, and it really we expect it to be, fairly a lot of people using it, and we want to basically give a lot of people more confidence on video because I myself, when I started the video company, 6 months in, everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Well, where's your videos, Andrew?" I'm like, "Oh no, I know I'm the creator. I'm the guy, behind the curtain. I'm creating all the videos." They're like, "No, you have to use video." So I know how hard it is to get in front of a camera and to go through a script and be clear and concise. And so I used the tool all myself, but I've noticed, and we've helped so many people, thousands of people create videos, and they're usually like the first time that they've done it, you see they're very nervous, and so they use the teleprompter and they get through their script, but then they see themselves on video after they shoot it, and
Wow.
you see this change, right? That's my
Yeah.
why. Rami, that's my why is I see these people create their videos and they look and they're like, they're worried about what the outcome is. And they're like, oh my God, I'm actually pretty good on video. And then they want to get better and better and better. And it's such a change you see in the person now that they're more comfortable on video and they put the videos out on social and they get lots of likes and it's good for their business, of course. But it's really cool to see.
Basically, your platform, your app is building self confidence at the same time, then provide them with a better tool to execute.
100%.
And I agree with you. Some people, they're not the camera person. We do a lot of video production in the house, and we have clients that they come with their camera shies, and then we have to use teleprompters. And and if we don't use them, we have to do that like shoots like 5 6 times, sometimes 10 times, one with the teleprompter. And if they know their stuff and give them that confidence that they can read, and it makes them not only a better presenter, but the whole video comes out much better.
Yeah.
I think that will help a lot of people. But I have a question. You've been an entrepreneur for so many years and all that stuff, especially with the technology and the software. Right now, you can hear a lot of people are saying that I have an idea and I know it's going to work. What would you tell them when you hear that?
I'd say that's amazing. Like, do it. If you really want to do it, absolutely do it. But don't the stealth mode thing, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, don't go into stealth mode. Tell everybody you want. Because the process to put that into production, to get it out there to the world, is extremely difficult. And the other thing I would say to them is go talk to a VC, go talk to an angel investor, go talk to these people who've seen a million pitches, because that it's not. If people say, "Oh, great idea, you're going to make $1 billion," that's great to hear. That's just vanity. Go hear why they say it's not going to work. Listen to people why it's not going to work. There is the stories where everybody said, no, you're not, it's never going to work. And it worked and it was great. But those folks that listen to all these pitches all the time, they're going to give you so much great information on the negativity. So embrace it. Don't be worried about it. Get all the no's out there, but figure out what are the things that they're saying is going to be a problem for you. It's going to be hard for you as an entrepreneur building that business. Accept it and try to work around it or add on to it.
I think the feedback, as you said, is not only important in the like you take even with personal life. Nobody's perfect, but when you take those feedbacks, even if from the friend or fellow entrepreneurs, because we all have different perspective. Like sometimes I call you or you call me, we talk about a lot of stuff, and I think most of the entrepreneurs they can't take the punch because I think they're so in love with what they're creating and they can't really just absorb that heat that, oh, no, I might be, I'm right. But as you said, when you go talk to especially VCs, because I did a couple of pitches with the VCs, man, they tear you apart. The guy is going to say, why I have to invest with you and why I have to give you my money. But what I found out was they are actually investing in you, not the product. Product
Right.
is some part of it, but they're investing in you that how far can you go, how motivated you are, what is your passion? As you said, what is your why? Helping other people to perform better when be producing video that they can get their self-confidence, they can go front of the camera. Those are stuff that I think the VCs are going after. They see, is this person capable to take this company to the next level, even if it's when it's working? Because as you saw it, and I have seen it, a lot of tech companies that they raise so much money, the application is just sitting there. They don't have any use there, and they're still, saying, what is next? And because the person lost his motivation, the founder, the
Yeah.
person that created it. And it happens. But going back to what you said is just the feedbacks are so important, and take the feedback, I think, and then go and adjust it, go correct it, tweak it again, go get adjusted, go adjust it. Just keep going until, because as you know it, every application is going to bug. It's going to have a bug when it goes out, and then you have to
Yeah.
fix it as you go. It's like
Yeah.
anything else. I'm sure
There's
you
something to
you
be
you have
said.
faced that too.
Yeah. There's something to be said about blitz scaling too. So that whole concept of getting that release out as soon as possible into somebody's hands is I now I've seen it, right? I'm like, do you want to polish the version and make it beautiful and just gorgeous and release it to the world and be gorgeous and spend an extra 5 months or 6 months or a year, getting to that point, or do you want to just get it out there? My thing is like get it out there, and as people are asking for more and more stuff, just start building onto it. But you'll get there in a different, you'll get to perfection later, but get it out there into the world. And that's kind of why we're releasing what we are to Zoom, is that we're getting it out there rather than spending 6 more months getting all these other things that we think is going to
Yeah.
be great. We want to hear from our customers and say, this is what I need. Like, one of the things that I really want to build into the platform, but I want to wait on the Zoom app, is if I am in a live webinar and somebody asks me a question, or we switch from vertical, so I'm presenting
Yeah.
on the medical industry, and then I go to, somebody's talking about hospitality. There's a script that has to be changed quickly there. So imagine having a script that all of a sudden adjusts, because we can do that in PitchHub. You can have multiple scripts for
Yes, we
different
can. Yeah.
industries. So you can push a different script or pull up a different script right away. So you can just say, oh, well, if they're asking about this, they'll probably want to know more about this or that. So you're going back and forth, and have that capability to flip the script in a way, in a live webinar, because that's that's key.
That's so important. That's going to help a lot of people to actually adjusting, as you said, their pitch or the stuff right on the app. I think so.
Yeah.
That's good. But what advice, Andrew, you have for the people that they are actually created their venture, their app, and everything else? And as you said, I know a couple of them that They are waiting for the right moment to go to the market. What do you think they should do? Just wait to polish it, or as you just said, just go wild. You're gonna have a box and just figure it as you go, and just be honest and say, "Hey, we're a new app. When is your feedback? Let's go out." Which one you suggest?
Go out as quickly as
As
possible
quick as
try to
possible. Okay,
and then
fair
try to
enough.
segment it to different, like test it to different markets. We all thought like our initial idea for PitchHub was actually more in the procurement. Like it was a pitch hub, right, where you could have a solution that you need for your business, and you've got 20 vendors. Like I want all the 20 vendors to send me a 5 minute pitch, which would say, that's 60 minutes right there. Instead of having 20 60-minute video meetings, I would only have 5 minutes that I would be able to see the pitches from all the different providers. And that was the kind of the first idea. But we put it out into the market, and we were just saying, well, this is the platform and this is what it would do. And it wasn't so much the business side or the procurement side that people wanted it. It was more about I need help creating videos.
Yeah.
That's the nucleus. But the industries that we thought were, tech and hospitality and all these things, it was real estate back in 2018 that was the industry that kept all realtors kept coming to us saying, "Hey, I need the video. I need the video platform for create videos for my business." And they were all realtors, mortgage brokers, and things like that. So we found a different market that we didn't think was for us, but that came to us. So you have to be listening and ready for that. So that's when you put it out to the market, go to segment it to different markets and see which one starts, banging on your door. And then you kind of know, okay, let's start there. That's where we can monetize quickly, because you want to do that as quickly. The other thing I would say too is that I quit my job too early.
Yeah,
That's a massive. It's a massive thing that people don't think of. There. Oh, we're going to make money in 6 months, dude. You've got 2 years before you can
I
make it.
heard that actually the last week. One of my friends, he said, "Yeah, I wanna do this venture. I wanna be entrepreneur." I said, "Dude, keep your full time job, and you work in 8 to 5. Okay, 5 to 6, go eat dinner. 6 to 7, talk to the wife, play with the dogs or whatever you're gonna do, and 7:30 to midnight, go to town and do whatever you want to do. At least you're getting a paycheck." Because I 100% agree with you. Some of us are old school, like are risk takers, and but sometimes it doesn't work like that. You just jump into it and you quit everything. And the horrible thing is sometimes people, they don't have any saving, or they say, "Oh, I want to quit my job. I'm gonna have 6 months of financial that I can taking care of myself or my family." But if you totally do a cold turkey and just quit, as you said, sometimes it's going to be very tough. Been there, done that, buddy. I know it's very tough. It
Yeah,
happened
I,
to you
I
too?
was I was a very successful enterprise video sales rep. So I was. I've been in video for quite some time, and sold to the biggest companies in the world. So like, that's another thing. Like, I'll do great at this, no problem. And yeah, that was one thing
even
that
though even though you had so much experience in the field, and you still said, "I wish I could take it," but you took a risk, and now after all those months or years, now the Zoom deal and all that stuff, it's going to pay off. But I totally agree with you, it's going to be tough, it's going to be a hard decision, because entrepreneurship is not just that fancy title. It's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. It's going to be a nasty mean environment that you get dirty, you get you fell, you got to get up and you got to do it again. And a lot of people, they give up, and they think that I'm an entrepreneur and I have freedom. You don't. I work more than I used to work for the company I used to work many, many, many years ago. I used to work 8 to 5. Now I work like 12 hours a day. And,
but
it's just,
one thing you will have is you'll be worth more
yes, you'll
in
be
five
worth more.
years. Like
And
you will
you
be worth more.
have,
Done
you,
so much.
Yes, absolutely. And you still have the freedom because you can change your schedule, you can do this, you can take a vacation if you can, or you're gonna say today I want to take off, but I want to work from home. Those, it's got a lot of benefits, but and there's a lot of, you know, stuff that, it's not that easy to do. When you, as you said, when you need money, when the loan didn't go through, or the VC, said at the last moment they said, sorry, we can't help you. And then what you're gonna at that time, and you got a staff, you got to build it, you got to stop the whole process, all the software that operate, everybody, or whatever you do, what field you're gonna stop everything because the blood of organization, the money is not coming through, and then what's gonna happen? The whole body is gonna die. Therefore, just get the blood flow going, and everything else, like a human body, is a challenging thing. It's a very challenging thing, and people sometimes they underestimate the power of the cash flow, and you got to have a cash flow. You got to have something, otherwise you're not going to make it. It's going to be hard, and if you're looking for the money, and those VCs, they're not going to just hand you the money. There's always say, "What is in it for me?" That's the question they're gonna ask. And you've
Yeah.
been through it, I've been through it, but it's fun. If you have a thick skin and you believe what you do, and you believe you can make a difference and help other people, and you believe hard working is gonna pay off, and just go for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just stay with 8 to 5 and go get a paycheck, have your comfort zone, because it's outside that comfort zone is gonna be wild, wild zoo.
I met a guy a couple weeks ago, and somebody I still look up to. He's a like very, very, very good sales rep, and he's like, he said, I regret not taking a couple of shots at
Oh my.
entrepreneurship, and now he's kind of like he's feeling like he's in his mid 50s, and he's competing with kids that are 30 in for the same job, and things like that. So he really feels that the he didn't take the shots, and now he's just kind of in your mid 50s, that you're dealing with that. So he's regretting things, right? And that's the worst thing, is to regret not to do things. So entrepreneurship's hard, but regret is really bad. So if you really want to do it, try it. It's okay to fail. 90% of us will fail at this, but you won't regret it. It's hard, and things might not work out the way you will want it, and you might go to hell and back, but it's, don't regret things like that.
Yeah, regret is the worst thing, man. I have seen, like a young people like in 20s or 30s. I said, you don't know how much time you have. You're
Yeah.
in your 20s. Come on. You're in 20s that you have time to fail and build and fail again and just keep going. And if you want to be entrepreneur, you got the time. Just go do it, work out there, you know, pursue your dreams at night, do everything. If it's not working, so what?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, when you are 55, like me, I'll be 56, this couple of months, then you say, okay, where I'm gonna work? Who's gonna hire me? Or I can do a lot of consulting, but is it really what I want to do at this age? Like, I got another 30 years to live. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Now is the time to change and help and everything else. If you're, over 50, it still is doable, but you got to really calculate what you're gonna do and how sure you are that this is gonna work.
And what are you going to miss out on too? So
Yes.
I got 3 young kids now. That's where a lot of things have been going, fairly well. We got some really good deals. We got some things going on, but I've been very busy, and I've got 3 boys, 8,
Wow.
9, and 10, right? So, but missing out on things that are important to them, like, in the afternoons, going to the soccer games or coaching, or, doing things, you miss out on some of those. So you don't want to miss out on those, but you that's what you're sacrificing. And the other thing I just want to add is, there's, for anyone who is, watching, who's an entrepreneur or thinking about it. And to add on to what you said, there's a guy by the name of Chip Conley. It's Conley. And he talks about the Elder Academy. So got an Elder Academy, and
Wow.
Basically, he talks about if you're 20 and if you're going to work to probably in your 80s, like this 65 bullshit, about retirement, don't think of it that way because it's a really bad way to think. Your midlife work life is actually 58. So if you've got tons of
That's
time to
interesting.
fail and work and enjoy life and do things in life. Don't think the 65 number because people retire at 65 all the time and they have nothing to do and they don't seem to live till they're 70. But if you're working and you're busy and you're not thinking of that number, your work life midlife's 58. So go out and fail. Go out and do something later, in your 50s, 60s, 70s, even. And the Elder Academy, for those who are in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, go look it up because it's a great program that you can kind of connect with people
Amazing, man.
that
I
are
would
still
definitely look it
working.
up.
It's great. Well, Chip is an amazing guy. He started with the Airbnb at 58.
Wow.
So that's where it all came from because they were looking to him for
He
his
really started on
expertise.
58 he started Airbnb in 58? Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah. He worked there for 8 years or something. I've met him. He's a fantastic guy. He's got a great program. Of obviously, he's doing pretty well now. He started these boutique hotels back in San Francisco a long time ago, and basically converted all these hotels. And he was a very successful hotelier. And then they asked him to join Airbnb, but he was there. He's not elderly. Being an elder and being an elderly are totally
I
different. You're
totally
elderly,
different.
right? So you're an elder, right? You've got just a lot more
Yeah.
expertise. But he was curious and he was, mindful. And, he was mindful. He was curious. He was asked questions, but he was working with these kids and just adding so much value. They were adding so much value to his life and him at theirs. So I would say also to those young kids, like be open to bringing in older folks into your
Yep.
organization because they're going to add a lot of
A
value.
lot of
It's kind of
value.
like having a organization that has got mixed race, mixed cultures, mixed everything, mix the whole thing up with lots and lots of people. You're going to have a way better company because it's going to be so diverse. You're going to have so many ideas from different people.
You're absolutely right. Where you see yourself in 10 years in the pitch up, Andrew? Where are you going to go?
You know, our company is a great platform.
It is. It
It's
is
a
a great
really,
platform.
really great platform. I would love to have the platform as part of a bigger organization.
Organization.
These days, like to run as fast as the other companies
Exactly.
is really hard. So our platform, like I'll say it on the air. I really like I really like our platform for Zoom because what we provide, not just the
It's an
teleprompter,
added value.
it's added value. They've just came out with this whole
And it's cheap.
ecosystem. Yeah. Well, we add value to the contact center. They've also got digital signage. So I came from that industry also. So being able to edit content, create content, and then bring content into digital signage for organizations for multiple applications. And then they've just come out with Sales IQ, which if you think about recording videos and sending videos out to prospects and customers and how they're consuming your videos, how they're clicking through your videos, that's a lot of data that can tell you about the customers and prospects and what they're interested in. Think about recording videos on a Zoom call, then sending those videos, whether you use Zoom to do it or you use other platforms like Vidyard or BombBomb to get the
Yep.
metrics of how the content is being consumed. That really gets fed back into your CRM, get back into Salesforce or HubSpot. And so there's so many things that you could do. And I think having really high quality professional videos that are produced by, through a platform like ours can add a lot of value to a company like Zoom.
That's great, man. Really love talking to you more. I know you're busy and you have a limited time, but as always, man, it's amazing, what you have done and what you guys are doing and trying to help other people to be successful. That's an amazing platform, and we use it, we love it, and we tell everybody to use it because it's a great tool.
Thank
But
you. And your podcast, by the way, thank you, thank you, thank you
oh,
for all that you do. All the videos, I watch them all. You're always,
you're
it's always,
welcome.
it's informative. It's also motivational, everything. So thank you for all that you
Oh,
do.
you're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. But where the listeners and the people watch you, they can find you. Like if they have any question or, you know, they want to sign up or anything.
Just hit me up on LinkedIn. Probably the
Okay.
best. I
Okay.
love LinkedIn. It's a great platform for organic videos, organic reach. Use that platform as much as you can, especially in business. It's still underutilized. It's a great platform, but yeah, hit me up on LinkedIn, Andrew at PitchHub. So
That will be, man. It was nice talking to you, and I wish you the best, buddy.
thank you for having me.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Until
Bye
next
now.
time. Take it easy, buddy.